The Equity and Justice Forum, a group under the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC), has accused President Muhammadu Buhari and members of the Cabal of planning to retain power in the north come 2023 presidential election. The cabal, comprising some members of the Buhari's extended family and friends, are the powers behind the throne. This group is said to have the ear of the president, influence policy making, and determine those who get major appointments. James Olakuli, the coordinator of the group, said the North has had its turn of 8 years at the presidency and should support power to shift to the southern region for equity and justice. Olakuli asked President Buhari to ignore the cabal and support a presidential candidate from southern Nigeria in line with the idea of a rotational presidency between the north and the south. The statement read, "We wish to draw the attention of the nation to ongoing underhand scheming by Buhari and the people around him, Cabal, to retain power in the north come the 2023 presidential election. When we say the north, we mean the imposition of another Fulani oligarch candidate on the nation. Apart from the country having had enough of their misrule, it is only fair and equitable that power shifts to the south at this time if we are interested in building a unified and resilient nation. The northern political oligarchs have had their turn of 8 years at the presidency, and it is time for power to shift to the south. Some people who are being clever by half may argue that this is undemocratic, but in the Nigerian context, this is the only way to ensure equity and give all the parts of Nigerians a sense of belonging. Some of the opponents of power shift today were the most strident critics of Jonathan in 2011 and 2015, and their horse was that power must shift to the north in order to complete the tenure of the late Musa Yar'Adua. It is a mark of the high level of dishonesty among the northern Fulani politicians that today many of them are lining up to contest for the same presidency after 8 years of Buhari's regime. We believe that Buhari himself is a party to this scheme to retain power in the north. What is obvious is that the northern political oligarch is not restricted by power affiliations in their bid to retain power, which means that if they cannot get what they want in APC, they will swing to PDP in order to get it. If you doubt this, please reflect on the import of the recent secretive consultations between Buhari and Tabowe, a declared presidential candidate of the opposition party PDP. We are sounding this warning because any arrangement to force another northerner on this nation will not augur well for the country. These are the attitudes and actions that have propelled the emergence of Nnamdi Kanu of IPOB and Sunday Igboho of the Oduduwa nation. These schemes by the northern political oligarch under the clandestine support of Buhari justify the agitation of IPOB and the Oduduwa nation and other proponents of separation because no self-respecting person or people will agree to remain under the perpetual subjugation of another man. Our forefathers refused to live under the continual rule of the British. During the colonial era, they struggled and attained independence for the nation. It should be noted that the struggle for independence was mostly championed by the Southerners led by Herbert Macaulay, Azikiwe, Awolowo, and the rest. We think wisdom should tell the Northern Fulani power bloc that it will not be possible to enslave a people as educated and dynamic as the people of Southern Nigeria. More so, when the Fulani oligarchs have demonstrated an appalling lack of capacity to govern, with Buhari's regime being the epitome of this incompetence. Buhari and his cohorts should realize that if it is easy to begin a crisis but nobody can predict the geographical and ramifications of such a crisis once it starts, in other words, they can scheme all they want, and they may even go ahead to impose their likes on this nation out of their control. Today, Russia, with all its military might, is still struggling against little Ukraine. Therefore, let Buhari and his Fulani fundamentalist advisors not think that they can ride roughhood over the interests of Southern Nigeria, that self-defeat the deceit may lead to the end of this country called Nigeria. The solutions are simple. First, there must be a power shift to the south come 2023. Secondly, there must be a review of the basis of the Nigerian nation state. By this, we mean restructuring. Nigeria must be a federal, not just in a name, but indeed. Each federating unit must have a level of autonomy over its resources and security. Today, Nigeria is embroiled with intractable security challenges championed by the terrorists and the so-called bandits, holding sway over large region of the north and some parts of the south. The Buhari administration has failed woefully in resolving these challenges, perhaps because these terrorists and Fulani bandits were allegedly imported by Buhari and El-Rufai and others in order to make the country ungovernable should Jonathan win the 2015 election. However, the chain has since left the bottle and they can no longer control their terrorist foot soldiers. These bandits are running wild and have perfected the art of wholesale kidnappings and others. Today, one of the biggest risks in Nigeria is to travel by road, by train, and even by air. Nothing serious is being done to wipe out these terrorists and their sponsors. All we see are knee-jerk reactions to deceive the gullible. Okay, guys. What's your view concerning this? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye for now.